Hello, 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 hello. Wherever you are located, I hope you are having a majestic day on our planet, wherever you happen to be located. Today, on my site, I'm sorry, my channel, I'm gonna be talking about the noise node. I want to go. I'm gonna try to cover every last blender node that's around, or the main ones. First, I'm gonna work with the compositor. Then I'm gonna go to the shader. But I want to let y'all know I'm not no expert. I'm a learner like you. I really haven't been using nodes much, but over the last several months, I begin to appreciate it because I have used them a little bit, and I know from my little gathering information around that eventually Blender is going to be node based. So we better start using those nodes right now. All right. So I'm gonna give you a little heads up on Denoise node, what it's used for. As you can see, this picture of this lovely lady right here is noisy. She does not look like this. On this picture, there are a bunch of little white dots scattered all over the place. That's called noise. When you make your photograph or when you make your rendering, you don't want to have them little white dots all over the place. That's where the denoising come into play. So now let me go into the composite so you got an idea what noise is. Those white dots that may prop up. Now, I never, in all my renderings, I haven't rendered a whole lot. That's about 10 things. Since I haven't made anything super fancy or super sophisticated, I haven't encountered noise yet. My scenes have basically been simple and low poly. I don't think noise occur much in low poly things. I think when you start to move into the high poly realm, where you have a room, all high poly, a kitchen, all high poly, a bathroom, and high poly details, I think that's the time when noise pop up. When you're doing something photorealistic, noise occur. Like this lady right here, this young woman, is photorealistic, so it's full of noise. Now let me jump into the compositor. Now I've learned a couple things about the noise. When you're using noise, denoising, it's best to be into cycles mode. So let me go into cycles right now. And then cycles will give you a menu. And right here it says denoising. That don't have nothing to do with the noising though. It give you options for denoising right here where I'm at. But I'm gonna explain from the information that I've gathered that I got from the Blender manual site when is it good to use denoising. So let me use my nodes now. Alright, let me render my image. Render. Okay, it's rendering now. I don't think OBS letting you see my image while it renders. And it's rendering my photograph too, but it's okay. It's rendering it. I'm letting it finish. It's still working. I think it's gonna be a little slower because I had that image of that lady in there. So it may be taking some time. Oh, it's almost done now. Okay, it's done. Now, with that out the way, I like to bring in my viewer node. Here's my add output, my viewer node. And when I use the viewer node, I like to I like to go to layout and add this reroute node to make it just look better. The reroute don't have no specific usage, just to make it look a little bit more tidy. I'm gonna hit V to make it smaller. V, V, V. And there it's showing Harold the Cube and a partial image of the lady who I showed. Now also I like to activate my image editor. And I gave in my other videos, I explained why I like to have the node viewer and the image editor because Sometimes they work at different speeds. And I can always get a quick update if I use both of them. All right, so I got that out the way. Now I'm going to bring in the grand denoise node. But I discovered some other stuff about this denoise node before I go on. Let me check to see if it was in some other sections too. I think it was in my layer section. I think it's in that layer section too. Let me go down. If not, let me see. But I know, yeah, it's in the layer section too. So it's in two sections. It's in. Now I'm not using my Blender PC because my Blender one would tell me when I hover over it where I'm at. It's in this section right here with the little camera-like figure. It got the noise in there. And if you go to your layer section, in cycles, all the way at the bottom, it has a denoise section. Where is it? There's so many. I have to look for it, but I did see it here. Did I? Let me look carefully. I think it wasn't here in the layer section. Let me look slowly. Oh yes, it's at the very bottom of layer and it's clicked. Yeah, and they give you other options here. So I guess the noising is a big issue. Yes, I said for you photorealistic, because it got it in this layer section, and it's got it underneath this little other section. I forgot what it's called because it won't show me the name. I'm using my Windows version of Blender. Now I'm going to incorporate the noise node and tell you what the Blender site gave to me. And if I'm wrong, somebody can correct me. I'm going to filter section, denoise. I put it in there, and this is one of the simplest nodes that I ever saw. Let me zoom into the denoise node some so you can see it. It don't have no switches, no numbers, no dials, no nothing. It just have HDR if you're using a high resolution image, normal, and albedo. It have all of that. And it probably has more because earlier I clicked on a button and my denoising was giving me a bunch of other options over here. But hey, you can fiddle around with it and read about it like I did. All right, so now I'm going to connect my I have my image into my image, and you can connect any of these to albedo, and let's see if it makes any impact. Now, like I said, when you work with your image, you ain't gonna see nothing happen. If my image was noisy, I probably would see some corrections to it, but it's not noisy. It's crystal clear, so I can't see what it was doing it. But this is the information I got from the Blender manual. It says this denoising node should help improve your rendering speed. So by using this denoising node, according to the Blender manual, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. It says by using this denoising node, you can enhance the speed of your renders. Like I can't say nothing fancy about it because my scene coming out clearly. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for learning a little bit about this denoise node. The main thing about it is if you're doing photorealistic images, then it's gonna come into play. If you're using low poly, I don't think you're putting a lot of stress on your system. Keep working hard like I am. Keep striving and keep perfecting your artistic skills. Till the next time, Blender family, peace.